Absolutely. Here is Chapter 3, Lead Yourself First. Everyone wants to lead. Everyone wants to be followed. Everyone wants respect. But very few people are willing to do the one thing that creates leadership. Lead yourself first. That's the key. Leadership doesn't start with titles. Leadership doesn't start with followers. Leadership doesn't start when people finally notice you. Leadership starts in the dark. Leadership starts when no one is watching. Leadership starts with discipline you enforce on yourself. Before you guide a team, you must guide your own actions. Before you influence others, you must influence your own habits. Before you lead the world, you must lead your life. That is the foundation. You have a choice. Either your emotions lead you or your discipline leads you. If your emotions are the captain, you crash. If discipline is the captain, you rise. Leaders don't wake up and hope to feel motivated. Leaders wake up and command their day. Lead yourself, then lead others. Look at every great leader you admire. Entrepreneurs who changed industries, athletes who set new standards, creators who built entire movements. They all started with the same requirement: self-command, self-control, self-leadership. They mastered their habits before they mastered their audience. They told themselves where to go before anyone asked them for direction. Real leadership isn't loud. Real leadership isn't a speech. Real leadership is action. Repeated, consistent action. You don't become a leader when people follow you. People follow you because you became a leader. That's the key. Leadership begins with the choices you make when it would be easier to choose comfort. When the alarm rings, leaders get up. When distractions call, leaders focus. When weakness whispers, leaders refuse. You don't need their permission to lead your own life. You don't need a crown, a badge, or applause. You need discipline. Lead yourself, then lead others. If you cannot control your effort, you cannot lead. If you cannot control your mindset, you cannot lead. If you cannot control your habits, you cannot lead, not truly. And here's the truth many avoid. You cannot expect others to respect a standard you refuse to hold yourself to. You cannot demand greatness from others if you settle for average in your own life. You cannot tell others to push harder if you always quit early. Leadership is not hypocrisy. Leadership is example. Leadership is alignment. Ownership and discipline walking in the same direction. Leaders don't point fingers. Leaders point forward. Leaders don't ask, who will fix this? Leaders say, I will fix this. That's what separates the leaders from the followers. Not status, not popularity, not validation. Courage, responsibility, consistency. You have a choice. Lead your life or let your life be led for you. Too many people want to be admired without being accountable. They want followers without doing the work. But you cannot cheat leadership. You cannot fake discipline. You cannot pretend consistency. Your habits expose you. Your effort reveals you. Your actions define you. It's not about talent. It's about discipline. It's not about luck. It's about leadership. Every time you delay what you know must be done, you weaken your leadership. Every time you honor your commitments, you strengthen it. This is where true leaders are made. In the moment when you want to quit, but refuse. In the moment when you want to procrastinate, but act anyway. In the moment when comfort calls, but you choose progress. Lead yourself, then lead others. Self-leadership builds confidence. Confidence builds influence. Influence builds leadership. That is the ladder. That is the process. There are no shortcuts. You want people to trust you? Be trustworthy. You want people to follow you? Be worth following. You want better results? Be better consistently. Do the work. Do the work. Do the work. Not occasionally. Not when you feel like it. Not when others are watching. Every day. Especially when it's hard. Especially when you are tired. Especially when no one sees it. Because that is leadership. Private discipline, public respect. Most people chase respect. True leaders earn it. Most people want authority. True leaders build it through action. You don't get influence through words. You get influence through example. You don't get followers by chasing them. You get followers by taking the lead. You don't rise by luck. You rise by discipline. That's the key. Self-leadership means setting standards and refusing to lower them for convenience. Self-leadership means deciding what matters and eliminating everything that doesn't. Self-leadership means having the courage to go first, to be misunderstood, to walk alone if necessary. Because leaders do not wait for approval. They do not wait for applause. They do not wait for permission. They choose discipline over comfort. They choose purpose over pleasure. They choose action over excuses. Lead yourself, then lead others. So ask yourself, are you making decisions or are you following impulses? Are you directing your day or reacting to everything around you? Are you leading your life or watching it pass by? You have the power. You have the responsibility. You have the choice. Be the leader of your own life. Stand firm. Set the standard. Do what must be done, not what is convenient, because the world does not follow the loudest person. The world follows the most disciplined, the one who leads by example, the one who does the work first, the one who takes the first step. Start today. Start now. Start with yourself. Lead yourself first, and watch how everything else begins to follow. You've taken ownership. You've chosen leadership. Now it's time to build the identity that makes discipline your default. Chapter 4: Prioritize your energy.